Right, a lot of disrespect on Avery Bradley's name recently, so I feel like I have to jump in. He's not having a great offensive season, struggling with his shot a little bit for sure, but he does a lot of things that aren't recognized in the box score, aren't recognized on the defensive stats. There's a reason he's still playing 32 minutes a game. There's a reason Doc Rivers is still using him. He's still a guy that's going to be on an all-defense team in the NBA. He makes a tremendous impact on the floor. Make sure you're following at ScoutWithBryan, Twitter, Instagram, and ScoutWithBryan.com, where you can find all my older content. Let's take a look in depth at Avery Bradley's value. First, starting out with offense, we know his money spot still is around that left elbow area. He's just a guy over his career, did much better on the left side of the floor, particularly in that dribble pull-up on the left side. And then looking at a lot of his misses in the season, a huge percentage of them are going in and out. Okay, so when I see that, first of all, that's not a huge cause for concern for me. If you're consistently short or off to the side, I think that's a bigger cause for concern. Shots like this are going halfway down and out. That's not a big worry for me. And then we know he can still get hot too, especially like we said from the left side. He's 15 of 50 on the season from the left corner and the wing. So this area is 15 of 50, which isn't ideal, but it's about 45 effective field goals. So not a bad shot at all things considered, and it's why he's guarded out there. And guys are still flying at him on the three. He got really hot in this game, but remember, shoots the ball really well from the left corner, from the left wing pretty well too. We know he can hit shots. And even when he's not hitting shots, you see he's still being guarded out there. It's not like they're helping off him, just daring him to shoot like he's a non-shooter. Look at Barea here. He's still a shooter out there. He's still being respected. He's still a guy that even if, you're out there spaced to three, it's not doing any good if you're not being guarded. He's being guarded every time. Teams in the NBA know he can shoot from this left corner. He can shoot coming off to his right. So from the left corner, watch McCollum chasing him here. This is the action that Doc took from Brad Stevens, that Brad Stevens ran for Avery all those years in Boston, that he had the most success with. Coming off this pin down from the left corner into a dribble handoff, and then reading it. He can get to his pull-up jumper at that left elbow, or he can make that dump-off pass, which he does so well there. And then he's a guy, if you watch him all game, he's going to cut along the baseline 30-something times. He might run a mile just running the baseline in these games. Watch him here. Anytime he sees the back of his man's head or feels an opportunity, he's cutting. And you know what? He's not going to get anything in the box score here for this. But you see Aminu realize he's cutting. They got two on the ball. He's got to go to take him away. And that's going to give a wide open shot right here. Just watch him. He's always in the corner, and whenever he feels the back of his man's head, he's cutting. All right, and so that's going to open up for him a lot, and if it doesn't open up for him, it's going to open up for a teammate. Again, this doesn't show up in the box score, but watch what happens. McCollum has to go and sit on Bradley's cut. He takes that away. So now we got to rotate right here. Got to rotate again. And Tobias has a layup. On top of that, he has a high basketball IQ as well. This play, he's supposed to swing the ball up top, but he sees Fox denying right here. So Bradley's just going to keep the ball, turn it into a high pick and roll, and hit Gortat on that roll. Does a nice job just reading the play, not forcing anything, making that pocket pass to Gortat. Finding shooters, capable. Not a great ball handler, but he's capable. Here we see him again coming from that left corner. Same exact action, like we said, that they love for him. And if they stop the ball at the nail right here, he's got the kick out to Gallinari. Reads the floor. He's a professional. And then switching to defense, he's still a guy that's going to hound you all night long. He's got great hands. Look at him getting into Luka right here, slapping at the ball, forces a turnover. Chasing these guys like Barea, keeping his body into him. Great read there, shooting the gap to a late contest with his hand up. Again, this is something There's no box score stat for this. There's no on and off metric for this. Barea running a high pick and roll. Okay, we talked about being screened as a choice. A lot of guys in the league now just run right into the screen and die and say, oh, blame the big man. Oh, I'm getting picked off, all these things. Avery Bradley makes a choice every time to fight over the screen and do his absolute best. Look at what a pest he is to Barea. Barea, by the end of this, is like, I want no part of this. Come on, ref, you give me a call or something. Finish it with a box out. Little things, right? Barea is not a huge offensive rebounder, but he's a guy that does like to sneak in there every now and then because, you know, guys think, oh, he's a little 5'9" guy. He's not going to go get offensive rebounds. Well, he does. Bradley knows that. Good, solid, fundamental box out. Important plays. He's always reading. Some guys make the mistake chasing over this. He's going to sell like he's chasing over and then shoot the gap at the last second. Professional, high basketball IQ. Staying into the body. Getting up, not letting him use the screen. Fighting over the screen. Gets picked off a little bit there, but like we said, this is the Clippers' game plan. They want to force long twos. You see how far back Boban is right here? So Avery gets screened a little bit. Boban's staying all the way back to protect the basket. The Clippers, by strategy, Rex Kalamian, Doc, they are willing to give up long twos. Okay, so you see Bradley even here still chasing to get a rear view contest. But you know what? Barea, he's elite at this shot for a reason. He's a hell of a mid-range player. Avery made him work pretty hard on that possession. Good D, better offense. We see him pursuing Barea again. Not much help from the big. Avery Bradley's going to keep coming. Probably should have got an offensive foul call right there. Always chasing, always doing his job. Doing what the scheme tells him to do. Look at him guarding Lillard here. Coming off that same action that Clippers run for him, right? This pin down into a handoff. Look at him blow that up by fighting over it the whole time. Look how many times he makes Damian Lillard have to change direction. You think this is comfortable for Damian Lillard? 1, 2, 3. Contest. Tough shot. Great defense. Shout out Jim Peterson. This is pretty close to what he calls a Glovington. Probably could have been a jump ball. Great at using his body. Great at swiping at the ball. Great at finishing plays. Portland's a team, wants to set side pick and rolls, flares, keep the ball moving. They don't want to do a lot of these no-pass possessions. Look at Avery Bradley getting into the body right here, Damian Lillard. Fighting him every time. Again, high pick and roll. Look how far back the big is. The Clippers are living with these mid-range pull-ups, but look how hard Bradley makes this. You know how hard it is? You know how many guys in the league would just stop playing on this high pick and say, okay, Boban's done. Damian Lillard's going to go get a layup on him. Avery Bradley fights over every screen. Not only does he do that, he gets back squared up to Lillard, and he's able to contest with a hand right in his face. That's professional defense. That's a tough shot for a tough shot maker. Look at him chase off all these screens, stay into the body, stay solid, keep him iced, good footwork, don't go for shot fakes. Little things. Other guys might jump there. He knows what he's doing. This play was a duck in for Bogdanovich. Look at him sense it out, fight him, have his hand over, take away that pass, and then it's going to go into a screen the screener. Watch him chase Bogdanovich off the screen. And we talked about ball pressure on high pick and rolls. Look at the pressure on the ball. Bogdanovich is trying to go to his left first to come off the screen. Doesn't let him. Makes him come back, set the screen lower to his right. Tough pass he gets up there. And then high IQ. This play was an after timeout, looking for a back door. Senses it out, gets a hand on the ball. Bigger player guarding him in the post. Give me that. Hell of a defensive player. Again, at ScoutWithBryan, Twitter. Make sure you follow at ScoutWithBryan.com. You can see all my articles, content, and so on. Avery Bradley will make an all-defensive team this year. His percentages will be back towards his normal, and he continues to make a huge impact for the Clippers. Stay off him.